Greetings, viewers, and welcome back to Just Short of Fantastic. Well, it is December, which means it's the end of the year, and it's time to check in on whether or not I achieved my 2023 SMART goal. I did! Roll credits. As if I would ever make a video that short. No. For 2023, I decided that I wanted to watch more queer television series because that has been lacking in my life so far, and I know that a lot of new queer TV series and movies have been released into mainstream media now, so that's exciting, and I wanted to make that a goal for myself. So I did. So 2023's SMART goal was to watch one new new to me queer television series for every 3 months of the year. So 4 shows in total. And the 4 TV series that I decided to watch were Uncoupled, Heartstopper, Young Royals, and the L Word Generation Q. And as a sort of year-end wrap-up, I'm just going to briefly summarize my thoughts on each of those 4 shows. So let's get to it. So first up, we have Uncoupled, starring Neil Patrick Harris. Despite mixed reviews, I generally enjoyed this show a lot, mostly because I just really love Neil Patrick Harris. I thought he was great, and I too am getting old. And the show is about being older and having to navigate the gay dating scene as you are recently uncoupled. So I thought it was an interesting premise. I thought it was nice to look at older gay men. The show is predominantly focused on cis gay men, so it's not the best representation wise, but again, for a 1-season show, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my viewing experience, and I recently read that it was renewed for a 2nd season. However, it got delayed because of the writers and the actors strike. But I will definitely be keeping my eyes open for it because I do want to know what happens next with the characters. Next up, we have Heartstopper, the adorable British queer high school television show adaptation of an ongoing graphic novel series. Seriously, this show is so sweet. I'm sure that I got cavities just from watching it. Just every other declaration was just oh, my little queer heart. So the main couple in Heartstopper is comprised of 2 cis males. One is gay and the other one is discovering that he is bisexual. It's a great coming of age story, discovering who you are and who you want to spend your time with, which is a beautiful thing for young people to have represented in the media. So the main couple is a cis gay male and a cis bisexual male, but there's also a cis lesbian couple. There is a trans character who is crushing on her cis male best friend. Representation all around in this show, very diverse with the queer spectrum on display as well as the ethnicity of the characters, just loving it. Representation all around. Olivia Cole also has a small part as one of the parents in the show, and it is always a delight to see Olivia Cole on the screen doing any sort of part. So I've started watching season 2, and I will probably continue to watch however many seasons of this show Netflix decides to make. The 3rd show I watched, also streaming on Netflix, is Young Royals, which is a Swedish drama in which the Prince of Sweden gets caught in a secret romance with another male student, and then they both have to deal with the consequences and fallout of that discovery. I watched the first 2 seasons of it, but it was too much drama for me, and there's a lot of stuff going on with the other characters that I didn't really care for. So I know there's a 3rd season, but I really had to look inside myself and say, how far are you willing to go to achieve a goal? I did the first 2 seasons. There were enjoyable parts of it, but life's too short to make yourself watch a 3rd season of a TV show that just isn't vibing with you. I'm proud of myself for that decision. Finally, we come to the L Word Generation Q, which is streaming on Crave, and I can remember seeing ads for the original The L Word show back in 2004, and I wanted to watch it then, but I didn't have access to network television, and also I was just starting university, and so I had other priorities. But when I saw that they had released a Generation Q for the L Word and that it was streaming on a network that I had access to, I was like, heck yeah. I didn't love all of the dramatic twists and turns, but I understand TV's got a TV. However, I did really appreciate both the updated diversity of the cast and the full spectrum of queer identities that were represented in the storylines. This show was by far the most capital Q queer show that I had on my list. Unfortunately, it was canceled after only 3 seasons, despite having many plot threads left unresolved. But I am glad that I had it on my list. I'm glad that I watched it. It was well worth the time I invested in it. And of course, it was all worth it for special guest star Rosie O'Donnell. We love you, Rosie. If you are a big fan of Rosie O'Donnell and you're also into podcasts, might I suggest you tune into Rosie's new podcast called Onward. I listen to it every Tuesday when a new episode drops, and it's really good. Highly recommend for all those Rosie fans out there. That's it. Those are the 4 shows I watched for my 2023 SMART goal. Watch more queer television shows. I hope that you enjoyed watching this short video summarizing my thoughts and feelings on them, and I hope that everyone has a safe and happy holiday with their loved ones. Wishing you all the best for the new year, and I will see you all in 2025. Until then, stay just short of fantastic.